That's when late October as well, going into November. That's
November. Yeah, I was going to say November time. November's enough games.
Everton even as well. They look. I'd put them on top tier level. No, come November time, will they still be there? I don't know.
I think they'll drop off after.
Yeah, I can see them taking a couple losses, head loss, and then all of a sudden they're back to Everton ways. Obviously, Liverpool and Man City, they've just come in.
Yeah, of course.
Gung ho. The two lost. Man City lost twice to Wolves last season. They've already beat them now. That's already 6 more points.
So. Exactly. That's fair enough. Yeah.
What do you reckon to Chelsea?
So. We don't have a tactic.
Yeah.
Do you think Lampard's a tactic manager?
The guy doesn't know what he's doing with tactics.
I was thinking the exact same.
He has no tactics. He has players. He just has players. He has players. Like I'm looking at the formations that he's played. So he's played 4-2-3-1. They changed it again to 4-3-3. Then he's changed it to 4-2-3-1 again.
Saying that, you've got to remember, as an Arsenal fan, and I may not even have to tell you what you did, but remember last season why you won? You did it 2 games back to back. It was still in the first half.
What do you mean when we changed? What do you mean when we changed the formations?
So you did change formation, but then you made one killer sub. But this was a first half sub.
I don't.
So it was. I believe it was Jorginho that you brought on, for him to be able to see that and go, "Oh, okay." So Jorginho's gonna come in and cause a problem in this Arsenal team.
Yeah.
He came on within the first half sub, got a penalty, and also caused a red card. And obviously, like you said, gameplay meant have gameplay, but tactics. I say that.
I don't know.
I think I was wrong in what I said with Mourinho. Mourinho, like I say, I'm definitely right. Game plan, he has no game plan. In my opinion, he has no game plan. Tactics, though, he's got the tactics. Because same again, the only team that we really lost to, in accordance to the big side, was Tottenham, and it was because they counter-attacked us. We don't know how to deal with that. If anyone has sense, play Arsenal on the counter-attack. Mark my words. Play Arsenal on the counter-attack and we're finished. Because we're very poor at creating chances. That's why we have to rely on our counter-attack.
I'm just looking at the people that he put in.
I don't know why.
Brighton.
Tomori is a standout centre-back for you. Every time I watch him play for Chelsea, I'm like, wow. You know that
it's just weird because he put Mount on the left. He's not a left winger. He's got Havertz on the right. He's not a right winger. He's got Loftus-Cheek, who just shouldn't be on the pitch regardless of where he's playing anyway. And then Christensen, Dediu, Kepa, Dediu. Like it was just weird. And then he went into the same game, Liverpool, which you're playing against the top team in the Prem, and you're not playing someone who knows how to score against them. Like Giroud, just put Giroud on the team. Have Werner to the left.
Very true.
I just don't understand why he's not put someone who knows how to score against a team like this. Put Werner in, who never played against Liverpool.
Because I even said to you, it's like he's already admitted defeat and he said, "Look, Werner."
Yeah, I think it really is one of those ones. True.
Get used to playing against Van Dijk and get used to playing against Fabinho, because later on in the season, you're going to have to try and score against these, so you need to find your feet. Because it's like you say, why would he not just stick Giroud on and counter-attack, let him hold up the ball?
Just imagine that game. Imagine that game if we had, Jorginho passing it to Giroud just holding off and having two. He shouldn't have played Havertz. He should have had Callum Hudson-Odoi. Just imagine if we had Werner and Callum running off Giroud. Giroud gets it, passes it on, they're going. Like, if you think about it as well, they're both Trent and Robertson. They love to go forward. They fly forward. So imagine that, and then you just got them just going, right, okay, well, they're forwards, I'm going to go. Havertz ain't got the legs to run. Like, Mount ain't got the legs to run like them two have. Just imagine, I just don't, we could have won that game if we'd have played them two different. They should have just changed it around. That's what I'm thinking. I don't get.
Maybe
the thing that hurts everyone is it's so early in the season with coming off of COVID.
He's
match fit.
Pardon?
Pulisic.
Probably next game or the game after that.
So even he was a Hazard reincarnation last season.
Yeah.
So it's his injury that killed him.
Yeah, so he's even been out. That's why I'm saying it's too early to start predicting and
too early.
November, that's when we'll be like, right, okay, this is a team. Like for everyone's team, it's just too
and even then, I would have to say late November because I think it's either next week or the week after. We're back on an international break for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. So then, obviously, after international break, then the teams have to gel again after coming back. Obviously, they'll come back match fitness, but gelling-wise, it's like you're still not really played together properly. It's a bit horrible.
It's weird. Obviously, with Kai, he's played 2 games on the right. I know it was Barnsley, but the guy plays in his position, gets a hat-trick. And it just doesn't make sense why he wasn't playing.
It's not a coincidence.
It's not. Yeah, that's Lampard picking him in the wrong place and just going, I need to put him in the team, so I'll just put him on the right wing because he's playing there.
Yeah, because that's what I said to you. He's just playing players for players' sake.
Yeah.
Why is he
like? I just don't get it. He put Tammy on. Tammy goal, assist, 2 assists.
I even said that to you. I said, why? He changed the winning formation. Tammy was doing jobs. He was like, I've got faith in Tammy. I put all my faith in it. Tammy was getting game time. He was like Chelsea's leading man.
Man.
And then in the transfer window, he goes, oh yeah, Tammy, I bought this striker called Timo Werner. Tammy's at home playing FIFA with the 95 rated. He's like, and then he just sees him come in and he's already on the bench. He's not even done anything to justify being put on the bench.
Not even like a compete for
he did nothing. Yeah, he literally did nothing wrong. It's not like he's had a proper bad.
And if that's in his contract, then fair enough. But come on.
I just think, imagine like the Barnsley team. We had Tammy here, vocal point, Havertz behind him. We had Mount on the left. We played Mount because we didn't want to play Werner against Barnsley because we don't need him. We didn't need him for that game. But just think if you'd have changed that team around, had that team against other teams like Liverpool, if we'd have played that team against Liverpool, it'd have been a lot better than what we played. Like Havertz needs to be central. He had a lot of time to move with the ball, which he wants. On the wing, you don't have time to do what he wants to do. He wants to be in the centre where he can turn around and go, right, where am I putting the ball? On the wing, you ain't got time for that. Like if they're coming onto you straight away, he wants to be sat in that middle point where he can pick it out, and he got a hat trick, and it's his first senior hat trick ever. He's never done it before, and he got played in the position that he needed to play against Barnsley. But
no, you say it's against Barnsley. These teams come out with strength.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they come out like they're playing for their lives. So.
Yeah. So I just think play him in his position. Havertz gets goals. He assists. He settled Mount twice. Mount just didn't put him in the back of the net. It could have been 8-0. It could have been 8-0. So I just think played the right position, formation, Lampard, and then game over. Because that's all we were missing. I think we just weren't playing the people in the right positions, and it shows with the performances. We got lucky with Brighton. We got lucky with Brighton. He got lucky because James had come out and scored straight away. Yeah, he got lucky with that. As soon as because he scored, it knocked the wind out of their goal. That's the only reason we won. But
I think that's going to be the important thing now. Talking about tactics, the important thing about your two team, yours is playing the players in the right position to get the most out of them.
And that's what we need. We need that.
Same as Tottenham. Because Tottenham, you've got too many good players, but this is what me and you were speaking about earlier this week. We said Tottenham, they have got strength in the squad, but they haven't got depth. So when we talk about depth, we mean per position. They've got one position that's 5 players, then one position that's only got 1.
Yeah.
So it makes selection very awkward.
Yeah, like I don't know about I'm not really to Arsenal team, but Chelsea's we've got too many players. Like Lampard literally said that people have to go. He's got too many people that want to start in the first lineup that he can't realistically fit in. Callum Hudson-Odoi probably going to go on loan now to Bayern. Bayern want him again.
Imagine going on loan to Bayern.
Bayern want him again. He wants to go.
Suspect there, right? Why is he not getting in Chelsea's team? Why would Bayern want him and he's not getting in Chelsea's team?
Very odd.
Bearing in mind, Bayern have got Gnabry, they've got Coman, they've got Lewandowski.
They've just put Sane as well.
Bro, why are they?
I don't understand it, but apparently they want him.
This is when I have to question Lampard's tactics and selection. It's just very.
Lampard isn't the only one that's done that, and that's the thing. That's what goes on in English football as a whole. Because I can't even point the finger at Lampard. Sancho had to go. Gnabry's had to go. Malen's had to go. Like, there's some top ballers that have left. And their talent even before they left was not questionable.
Yeah.
So what's going on in these setups? What are they saying? They say we need you to play the ball on the ground. If you start running with the ball, then just get out of our country. And what are these men saying to it?
I think with Callum as well, he wants to be the main guy. Now, behind the fact of the matter is he's not going to be. We've got Ziyech, who's, as soon as he gets fit, he's going to seem simple. Yeah. And then I think the left wing is going to be interesting who we're going to play there, just because Pulisic, end of the season, he was running people. He was just running.
Good, he has to.
He has to.
He has to play. And then obviously Werner, but then that takes away both Tammy and Giroud aren't playing because then Werner's in the middle. So, and then
Tammy has to go. But this is the thing: he can't go on loan again. Tammy
can't go on loan. He needs to play. He needs to play for Chelsea or go somewhere else. Because it just doesn't. That's why I'm looking at the top 3. I'm like Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner, but we need Tammy in there. And then I'm like, how do we fit all 4 players in 3 positions? And someone's going to be left out. So I don't know. I don't know how we
might be.
Lampard's done a typical shopping trip to Costco.
Yeah, but obviously homegrown as well. So
yeah, he has. Tammy, I feel like this is I'm just seeing flashbacks. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing Callum Hudson-Odoi going to Bayern and then thinking, you know what? Forget this. I'm not coming back. Boom. Another player that we've had who was going to become world class. Obviously, we've had so many. I think of all Premier League teams, Chelsea have had the best players, and then they've gone up. Lukaku. We had Lukaku. Lukaku, came to us, played a few games, didn't score. We're like, you've not scored. Bye. We had Sturridge before he became big. He was scoring. He went on loan. He came back. We were like, see you later. You're not good enough. Went to Liverpool. Was good enough for Liverpool. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne played him a few games. Let him go.
Salah.
Obviously, I do agree with the decision. He was awful when he played for us, but he was probably young and he just weren't ready. But there's all these players that I'm looking at, and I'm just seeing flashbacks. If we let Tammy go, if we let Callum Hudson-Odoi go, it's going to be a repeat.
It's going to be worse. It's going to actually even be worse.
I just can't. Because Tammy scores, though. He consistently scores. So it's not like Lukaku or Sturridge where they played and they didn't fall into the scoring straight away. He's scoring straight away. And then
you've got the Drogba curse. Ever since Drogba, you've never had like a striker like.
Well, we had Costa.
Costa was a beast.
Costa, the Don. Costa's probably the only person that came in and shown that he knew what. Like he was scary. Defenders didn't want to play against him.
You had Morata. You had Higuain.
Yeah.
These men
had Falcao. We've had big people that come in and just not performed.
The boots.
Yeah. It's just I just don't want to see Tammy go. I know that if these two people go, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Tammy go, game over. Whatever team they go to, they're going to build on it and they're going to become the best in the best in the Prem. It's simple. I know it'll happen. It will.
It's simple.
It's simple, really.
No.
So yeah. It is. It's going to happen. It's not like I'm going. Oh, could it happen? It will happen. If they leave and go to a team that's top team, they will run that team. They will be the best player in that team, and it's going to be GG for Chelsea. Another 2 players lost to a Prem side that's going to give them time. Simple. And it's just Chelsea. We do it all the time, and I'm glad the only person we've not done it is Reece James. Because if we'd have done it with him,
finished.
I'm glad we've actually put him in the team and started playing him. And the same with Mount. We've gave Mount a chance, and he's doing well. So at least we've done it to those 2, but we can't lose them 2 as well. They need to play. I don't know how, but they need to play. They need to get enough time. So I don't know what we'll have to do, to be honest with that. It's not the worst thing to have, those options, but I feel like Tammy's not going to be willing to sit on the bench.
Exactly, yeah. It's, you got to factor in what they're thinking.
He's not willing to do
the
that.
worst options, but just about you.
Yeah, it's not that we love that. We're like, oh, we can bring on Giroud, we can bring on Tammy, we can bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi, but they're like, I'm not a bench player, I'm a starter.
Yeah.
They are starters.
90 minutes.
Yeah, I'm a 90-minute player, play me, but they're not going to get that ideally in a Chelsea squad. They're not. But the thing is, I don't know if Ziyech is going to play 90 minutes. I don't know if I see him as a 90-minute player, to be honest. I think
Champions League, he was a ripping Tottenham up.
I just think, I don't know if I see him as a 90-minute player, but we'll see. He's not played, so I can't really put a thing on it. But his first game, he set up a goal. I just don't know if he'll be a full 90 minutes player, but we'll see what happens in terms of that. But I just think Lampard's tactics are a bit shaky at the moment, but he's finding his feet. He's finding the right thing for the team and the players that he's got. So
we'll have to see.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next week on the top games, the results, and hopefully FIFA will be out and we'll be talking all FIFA. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Peace.
Gang.